There will be days when nothing goes according to plan. You wake up and the problems are already waiting. A message you didn't want, a conversation you didn't expect, a bill you weren't prepared for, a mistake at work, a relationship falling apart, a dream moving further away. And suddenly, it feels like everything is happening at once. Your mind starts racing. Your heart starts beating faster. You start thinking about everything that could go wrong. You want to fix everything immediately. You want answers. You want control. You want someone to blame. But stop. Take a breath. Because this is where your real strength is tested. Not when everything is peaceful. Not when life is easy. Not when everyone agrees with you. Your strength is revealed when everything around you becomes chaotic, and you still choose to remain calm. You cannot control every storm, but you can control whether the storm takes over your mind. And that is the first lesson. Calmness isn't the absence of problems. Calmness is knowing that problems don't have to control you. Most people don't actually choose their reactions. They simply react. Someone says something offensive. They respond. Someone criticizes them. They become defensive. Someone ignores them. They become anxious. Someone disrespects them. They become angry. Something goes wrong. They panic. And afterward, they ask themselves, why did I do that? Because they reacted before they thought. There is a powerful space between what happens to you and what you do about it. That space is where your freedom lives. Someone can insult you, but they cannot force you to insult them back. Someone can disrespect you, but they cannot force you to lose your dignity. Someone can reject you, but they cannot force you to believe you're worthless. Someone can create chaos, but they cannot force you to become chaotic. You have a choice. The next time something triggers you, don't answer immediately. Don't send the message. Don't make the decision. Don't say the thing you will regret tomorrow. Pause, breathe, observe, then decide. Because sometimes 10 seconds of self-control can prevent 10 years of regret. Here is a simple habit that can change your life. Learn to pause. When you're angry, pause. When you're scared, pause. When you're embarrassed, pause. When you're jealous, pause. When someone provokes you, pause. The pause gives your mind time to catch up with your emotions, because emotions are powerful, but emotions are temporary. Anger rises, then falls. Fear rises, then falls. Anxiety rises, then falls. If you make decisions at the peak of an emotion, you may create consequences that last much longer than the emotion itself. So when something happens, take a breath, relax your shoulders, slow your breathing. Ask yourself, what response will make me proud tomorrow? Not, what do I feel like doing right now? That's the difference between impulse and discipline. Anyone can react, but a disciplined person chooses, and the more you practice that pause, the stronger it becomes. Eventually, people will try to provoke you and discover there is nothing to grab. A huge part of anxiety comes from trying to control things that were never yours to control. You cannot control what people think. You cannot control what someone says. You cannot control who stays. You cannot control who leaves. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control the weather. You cannot control every opportunity. You cannot control every outcome. So why spend your entire day trying to control them? There are only two categories: things within your control and things outside your control. Your effort is yours. Your habits are yours. Your discipline is yours. Your response is yours. Your character is yours. But other people's opinions? Not yours. Their decisions? Not yours. Their behavior? Not yours. The outcome? Not always yours. Stop carrying responsibilities that don't belong to you. Do your part. Give your best. Prepare properly. Then release the outcome. Because peace begins when you stop demanding control over everything. You don't need to control the storm. You need to learn how to stand in it. Think about how much mental energy you give to people who aren't even thinking about you. Someone made a comment, and you replayed it for 3 days. Someone criticized you, and you carried their words into your bedroom. Someone didn't invite you, and you spent hours wondering why. Someone succeeded, and suddenly you felt like a failure. Why? Because you allowed their behavior to enter your mind and stay there. But you don't have to. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every comment deserves a response. Not every person deserves access to your emotional world. You can hear something without absorbing it. You can disagree without becoming angry. You can be criticized without falling apart. You can be misunderstood without desperately explaining yourself. Protect your mind. Your attention is valuable. Your peace is valuable. Your time is valuable. Don't give all three away to people who contribute nothing to your future. Learn to say, that's their opinion, and keep moving. Some people think being calm means being weak. It doesn't. A calm person isn't someone who cannot fight. A calm person is someone who doesn't need to fight every battle. There's a difference. Anyone can become angry. Anyone can raise their voice. Anyone can make threats. Anyone can lose control. But it takes strength to remain composed when you have every reason to react. Think about a professional athlete. In the final seconds of a game, the pressure is enormous. Thousands of people are watching. Everything depends on one decision. Panic, and you make a mistake. Calmness, and you can see clearly. Life is similar. When your mind is calm, you think better. You speak better. You decide better. You notice opportunities. You recognize danger. You understand people. You protect your relationships. You protect your future. Calmness isn't weakness. Calmness is control power. You don't become calm by waiting for life to become easy. You become calm by training yourself. While life is difficult, train your mind, train your body, train your attention, train your patience, train your reactions. Start your mornings with intention. Spend less time consuming chaos. Spend more time creating. Exercise. Read. Think. Journal. Spend time alone. Learn to sit with uncomfortable emotions without immediately escaping them. Because if you always run away from discomfort, you never learn that you can survive it. Sometimes you need to sit with a feeling. Feel the disappointment. Feel the uncertainty. Feel the frustration. Then tell yourself, I can handle this. And keep moving. Every time you remain calm, when you could have reacted, you strengthen yourself. Every time you choose discipline over impulse, you become stronger. Every time you walk away, instead of creating unnecessary chaos, you become wiser. Calmness is not something you're simply born with. It is a skill, and skills can be trained. One day, you will realize that life will never stop testing you. There will always be another problem, another difficult person, another disappointment, another unexpected bill, another rejection, another delay, another storm. The goal isn't to create a life where nothing goes wrong. The goal is to become the kind of person who can remain steady when things do. You don't need perfect circumstances to have peace. You need control over yourself. So when life surprises you, breathe. When someone insults you, stay calm. When someone leaves, keep your dignity. When you fail, learn. When you are criticized, listen for the lesson. When you're uncertain, keep moving. When everything feels overwhelming, focus on the next step, not the next 100 steps. Just one, because you don't have to solve your entire life tonight. You only need to handle what is in front of you. Remember, you cannot control every situation, but you can control your response. You cannot stop every storm, but you can strengthen your foundation. You cannot stop people from talking, but you can stop letting their word control your emotions. You cannot prevent disappointment, but you can decide what disappointment means. It doesn't mean you're finished. It means you're learning. It doesn't mean you're behind. It means your path is different. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. So stop demanding that life be easy before you allow yourself to be peaceful. Peace isn't something you find after everything is perfect. Peace is something you practice while everything is imperfect. That is real strength. The strongest person isn't the person who never feels fear. It's the person who feels fear and remains steady. The strongest person isn't the person who never gets angry. It's the person who feels anger and chooses discipline. The strongest person isn't the person who never gets hurt. It's the person who gets hurt and refuses to become bitter. So from today, protect your peace. Pause before reacting. Breathe before responding. Think before speaking. Stop trying to control everything. Stop giving strangers control over your emotions. Stop allowing temporary situations to create permanent decisions. You have survived difficult days before. You have survived uncertainty before. You have survived rejection before. You have survived heartbreak before. And you're still here. That means something. You are stronger than the moment you're currently facing. So breathe, slow down, stand tall, look at the problem, and remind yourself, I can handle this. Maybe you don't know how yet. That's okay. You don't need every answer. You need enough courage to take the next step. The world will continue to be unpredictable. People will continue to disappoint you. Plans will continue to change. Storms will continue to arrive. But you can become the calm inside all of it. And when you master that, something extraordinary happens. You stop needing life to behave perfectly for you to feel okay. You stop needing everyone to understand you. You stop needing every situation to go your way. You become steady. You become patient. You become disciplined. You become difficult to manipulate. And eventually, you realize nothing outside of you has to control what happens inside of you. That's freedom. That's emotional strength. That's self-mastery. So stay calm, no matter what happens. Not because nothing can hurt you, but because you finally understand that you are capable of handling what comes next. The world can create the situation. You choose a response. And when you control the response, you control your life.